Hello all, welcome to Clark Technologies and welcome to our AWS and MuleSoft integration course. So you have already known we have started a new course, AWS Solution Architect course, where we will discuss everything and all the most of the services in detail, right? So along with that, parallelly we are running another course where we will do the AWS integration into MuleSoft. So MuleSoft will have a lot of AWS connectors. So once we discussed one topic in AWS, then parallelly we will discuss about the same connector, the same service connector available in the MuleSoft. And we will execute a demo. We will implement a demo application also in MuleSoft, so that it will be easy for you to understand the service and even in AWS and in MuleSoft. So that is the motto of this session actually. So this is the first video of MuleSoft AWS integration. So in this video, what we can discuss is, I'll show you the list. So yeah, in this video, we will be discussing about how to configure the EC2 connector in MuleSoft, because MuleSoft has its Amazon EC2 connector specifically to integrate with EC2 service of Amazon AWS. Okay, and then we will take a use case in real-time projects, how EC2 connector will work in MuleSoft. So we will take a use case like creating a EBS volume. If you remember our previous classes, we have seen the default EBS storage. Okay, default volume is allocated to the EC2 servers. EC2 servers, like even in case of Windows or even in case of Linux, default volume has been attached to the EC2. But now we will be creating a new EBS volume through MuleSoft flows by using AWS EC2 connector. So to do that, we need some prerequisites. Okay, I will tell you what all those things one by one. Okay. So before you start this AWS EC2 connector integration in MuleSoft, what we need to do now? So we should have one Anypoint platform account. That is for sure, because to add these AWS modules into our project, we need this account. Okay, then you need one user in AWS. So one IAM user, not the normal user. We need to create a IAM user in AWS. I mean, these are all the prerequisites. Before you configure the EC2 connector, you need these things in the background. But in real-time projects, you will not going to create this IAM user, and you are not going to do all these things. These AWS 3 steps you are not going to do in real-time projects, because you are going to integrate the AWS into your MuleSoft. You are a MuleSoft developer, not an AWS developer, right? So AWS team will create all these things in the background, and they will provide the details to you. But as we are learning AWS and MuleSoft in parallel, we are going to create this user permissions and all. Then we will integrate that same into the MuleSoft, right? I hope you are clear about agenda of this particular video. So if you are visiting our channel for the first time, please do subscribe to our channel, so that we will be creating more videos like this for free, which are very useful for you in your day-to-day project activities. Okay, and like our videos, and if you have any doubts, please comment out your doubts in the comment section. We are happy to help you, and please share these videos to your friends. Okay, right, so let's get started. Then yeah, these three are related to the AWS prerequisites. Related to MuleSoft, you should have Anypoint platform account, the Cloud Hub account, trial account. Okay, and we need to add this module into the studio for that particular project. Then we need to add this EC2 connector, and we need to do the configuration. I will explain all these things in detail. Okay, so to get started, let me show you what are the details required for MuleSoft. Then we will go back to AWS, and then we will create this, so that you will understand why we need all these things. Okay, so to do that, I am going to create a new project in Anypoint Studio. Okay, Clark AWS demo. Okay, so I'm just creating this project. Inside this project, we will create a flow for EC2. Let's wait this project to be created. It is not responding. Let's wait a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, if you don't have any point platform account, you can just create one account. Okay, I hope you're already aware of that account if you are a MuleSoft developer. Otherwise, you can just go to this anypoint.mulesoft.com, and then it will show you some home page. Then you can sign up to fill the details, to fill your username and email and all the required details in that form. Once you click on sign in, then it will create a free account for you. And if you are new to MuleSoft, this Anypoint platform is 30 days trial account. Okay, in real-time projects you will have licensed version, but for this practice purpose, AWS has given 1 year trial account, and the MuleSoft has given 1 month trial account. This is our MuleSoft trial account. This is Anypoint platform. We can already, I mean, we can also call this as a Cloud Hub platform. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the project is created now. Okay, so now see, if you want to work with the AWS connectors, you should have that AWS connector module in this Mule palette. But now if you can see, there is no AWS EC2 connector, so we have to add that module. To add that module, you need this Anypoint platform account for now, as of now. Okay, we have a lot of things to do with the Anypoint platform, but in this scenario, at this stage, you need that Cloud Hub account or Anypoint platform account to add the required modules to your relevant projects. So if you already have an account, what you need to do, you can just search in Exchange. This is the user I have just created before recording this video. I have created this account with this username, Clark AWS user. This is what I have shown here for you, Clark AWS user. Okay, so if you don't have, you can have it, and then once you have that account, you can click on add account, and here by default there will be 7 days. You can just change it to 15 days. So 15 days this configuration will be available in this Anypoint Studio. Then you need to add again. So here you need to log in with your username and password. Once you log in here, it will add that account for you here. Okay, this is my old account. It will not work because it is expired. Okay, this is my new account, Clark AWS user. So like this, you just add it, and then the whatever connector you want, you need to add that module. So I am searching for EC2. Once you type here, it will search the characters for you and it will show you. You can just wait for 1 minute. So I just wanted to show you the connector configuration first. So whatever the details is needed, maybe capital letters. See, you just search for the capital letters. Okay, so Amazon EC2 connector. So latest version is 2.5.7. You can just click this add button. It will add to selected module, and then click on finish. It will add that module for you to this project, and you can able to see it. Now we got this AWS EC2 module and EC2 connector is added. See what are the different operations available. We have a lot of operations available for this particular connector. Okay, this is why MuleSoft is that much popular. See, for each and every thing which we are going to do in EC2 instance in AWS, for each and every activity in MuleSoft, we have multiple operations to run the. You can also run the instance, start the instance, stop the instance by using this connector through MuleSoft flows. You can even terminate the instance also. Okay, so all the operations, whatever the different activities we are going to do in AWS console by using AWS console, okay, all those activities are available in form of operations here for this particular Amazon EC2 connector. Okay, so in our use case, what we are going to do is like we are going to create a EBS volume in AWS. Okay, inside this AWS, yeah, I have logged in as a user, root user. Okay, let me show you what we are going to do. So in this EC2 dashboard, if you can see, there is no volumes, 0 volumes. Volumes means the internal EBS storage which we are going to create. If you are already aware of this, I mean, if you have already seen our previous video, AWS services overview, there we have explained in detail where this EBS fits. Okay, if you missed that video, please go back into this playlist and watch that video. So now volumes are 0 na. This is the new account, sorry, new root account of AWS. So volumes are 0 here. So now we are going to create a volume with some memory. Then it will available here in this EC2 instance and in this Mumbai region. Okay, so by using the root account, I'm going to create a volume for this Mumbai region and in one of the availability zone. Okay, if you are not aware of this region availability zone and you are pure MuleSoft developer, please go back to this playlist. In the first 2 or 3 videos, we have explained everything, what is region, data center and availability zone, everything. You will have some idea. Okay, so that is our use case. So to do that, what is the operation available here in this Amazon EC2 connector? We have a create volume. See, this is the create volume. This is the operation available. You can just drag and drop it. For now, just drag and drop this one, then later on we'll build the flow. Okay, I just wanted to show you how to configure this for the first time. Okay, so you need to configure this create volume. This create volume operation is used to create a volume in the inside AWS. Okay, so to configure this, see what is the details you need. Only the red marks you need, mandatory fields. So you need to say, you need to provide what is the access key, secret key and region. By default, it will come up with Northern Virginia, but we are going to create this volume in Mumbai region, which is near to us, right? Because I am staying in Hyderabad and in India, we have this zone available, which is near to me. I mean, they have released Hyderabad region also, but that is not available for this free account. So AP South 2, this is not available for free account. If you are a paid one, or I mean, if you have a licensed version of this AWS account, maybe you can use this as well. But for now, in my case, Mumbai is nearest for me, as I am staying in India, so I have selected this region. Right, so in this region, we are going to create the volume. So you need to provide that region also. Region we can select here while configuring. It will show you the regions. See, Asia Pacific, Mumbai. This you can configure here directly, but the access key, secret key, we need to get it from the AWS. So if you are working in the real-time projects as a MuleSoft developer, you no need to worry about this access key and secret key, because your AWS team will provide those details for you. But now we are doing it by our own. We are learning both AWS and MuleSoft, right? I will show you how to get this access key and secret key from scratch. So let this be, let it be. Okay, let's go back to yeah. So the prerequisite is we need to create a IAM user in AWS, and we need to provide EC2 permissions to this particular IAM user. Then we need to generate the access key and secret key. So we will see this one by one. So to do that, I'm going to this AWS account and go to IAM user, because we need to create a new IAM user, or else you can use the existing user also to generate the keys, but I just wanted to show you from scratch. So if you are a MuleSoft developer, you can just learn this, just remember this, that's it. You don't need to do all these things. Okay, so I'm going to create a user, class EC2 demo user, and yeah, I need I usually I don't need, but I'm just selecting it, the console access. So what all these things you can understand by visiting our previous videos. Specify a user in identity center. Okay, sorry, I want to create a IAM user. I have to select this, and the password for now you can ignore. We are not going to do this. Yeah, now we are creating user, right? Parallelly we have to attach the policies. What are the policies required is, this particular user should be able to access what EC2 service. That permission you need to add while creating the user itself. If you have already have any existing IAM user, you need to add that permission as well. As I am creating a new user, I am providing this permission also right away, like EC2 full access, read-only access. I'm just creating, I'm just adding multiple permissions, but EC2 full access is fine. But just for the safe side, I have given read-only access as well. But in this scenario, read-only access will not work. You should need full access to create the volume, to write the operations in general. Okay. So I'll just add these two things for now. Okay, so review and edit. Yeah, create user. Even now you don't have the access key and secret key by this time. So I'm just downloading the user credentials. These are not the secret keys, access key. This is the username and this is the password, default password. Okay, now go to users list. Now you need to edit this user to generate access key and secret key. So to do that, just open this, and here if you can see access key 1. So create access key, and from where you are using this user credentials, this access key and secret key, where you are using it through command line interface of AWS. No, we are going to use it in MuleSoft, which is not related to AWS, right? So third party service, no. Application running on AWS compute service means if any application want to access this user credentials inside AWS itself, no. Local code, no. So we need to select this application running outside AWS, because we are going to use these credentials in MuleSoft. MuleSoft is the another application outside AWS. It is not inside AWS, right? So that is why we need to select this option. And then click on next. Now it is optional one. You can ignore that. Just click on create access key. Now you can see this access key and secret key. So once it is generated, just copy it somewhere, because if you lose it, you will not get it back. Only one time it will show you the secret key. Okay, so I'm just copying both, or else you can download the CSV file for the safe side. I mean, your AWS team might have downloaded it to provide you these details. Okay, so let's click on done. Now we have access key and secret key. Let's configure this in our connector. So access key I have just copied. So provide this access key here, and access secret key. This is the secret key, and we are configuring here. Okay, so we have given access key and secret key, and we have already provided EC2 service access. Just you need, you need to first check for the test connection if it is working fine or not. Okay, just click on test connection. If you haven't provided the EC2 configuration, your test connection will fail. As I have already given the EC2 access to my user, now I have received test connection successful. So it is good. You are good to use this EC2 connector. Okay, I will show you how you can generate this. I mean, how you can add this with any existing users. See, Lakshmi, this is the existing user, right? So you can click on that what is that user. If you don't, if you have already not given any access, you can click on add permission, and click on add permission here. Here search for the EC2, and then that is the group. You can select this attach policies directly, and you can search for the EC2. You can select the required one, and you can click next, and you can add it. So that is why you can even use the existing IAM user also to provide this EC2 access. Now my connection is successful, right? So the next thing I need to configure is availability zone. This availability zone also I need to mention here. So to know that availability zone, because Mumbai is the region. Let me go back to the EC2. IAM is the global one, so that is why it is shown global for you. So once you click on EC2, it will show you the regions list. Okay, so now I am going to create this volume in Mumbai region, but AP South 1 is the region name. It is not the availability zone name. So how you can know how many availability zones are available in Mumbai, and what is the availability zone? That detail we need to enter is just, you can just scroll down a little bit. Here it will show you the zone name, zone ID. So these three are the availability zones. Okay, these three are the availability zones of Mumbai region, AP South 1. So you can take any one for our use case, for example, but in real time they will give you the availability zone name also. You need to ask your AWS team. So in AP South 1A, in this availability zone, I want to create a EBS volume, because this EBS service is availability zone specific. Okay, for each and every availability zone you need to create a EBS volume. If you created EBS volume in availability zone A, it is not accessible in another availability zone. So that is the reason we have already discussed in our AWS class. Few services are availability zone specific, few services are region specific, few services are global specific. So that is the reason. Okay, now we have configured our create volume, the mandatory details, but how much volume you want to create, you can mention the size here. For example, I can give 4. So what it will do in this particular availability zone, by using my credentials, it will create 4 gigabytes volume in my AWS. Okay, so let's see. So we need to complete this flow to test this flow. Okay, so I am going to add HTTP listener. For listener config, this already you have known. Okay, I'm just giving the path like EC2 test. Okay, and now I will add some data view just to capture the payload. I'll make it as JSON, and I'm capturing the entire payload, which is a response from this create volume connector. And just for my understanding, I'm going to log this message. Volume created, and I'm just going to log the payload here. Okay, listener data view logger you already know, right? So that's why I configured it a little fast. Okay, so let's deploy this application. Once it is deployed, we can test it via Postman. Let me just prepare the request. This I have tested long back. So now it is EC2 test. Right, that's what we have configured here. The endpoint EC2 test, right? Yeah. So let's wait till this application is deployed. Then we will test this. We will run this one. Then we can see the volume here. Okay, I'm just going to the EC2 dashboard of Mumbai. So as of now, there are no volumes, 0 volumes available. Now we are going to create a volume through our MuleSoft flow with 4 GB, 4 gigabytes. Right, this is deployed now. I'm clearing the console. I'm just testing it. So click on send. See, you got the response like in AP South 1A. This is availability zone, size is 4. The created time is just now, May 18th. Okay, right. So it got created, it got executed successfully. Now let's recheck the Amazon account. So I'm just refreshing it. See, now volume is 1. We have created 1 volume. Let's recheck. Click on this volume. It will generate an volume ID, and size is 4 GB because we have mentioned this 4 as the size here while creating this volume. We have given 4 is the size here. So it is created 4 gigabyte volume in this particular AP South 1A availability zone of Mumbai region. This is not the only operation. We have a lot of operations. See, availability zone also it is showing here. And even you can cross check the time also. 18th May 2024, 17:45, 17:45. This is the response we got from AWS. Right, and this is the volume ID. Even it will generate even in the response, it is sending back the volume ID also. You can even check with this. So 2A179, just for cross checking. Okay, so 2A179. So we have successfully created EBS volume in AWS by using our Mule EC2 connector. Right, I hope this example is useful for you and this use case is useful for you. You have learned something out of this video. So this is how you can use any operation of the EC2 connector. So we have a lot of operations here now. Based on the different operation, different requirement of your project, you can utilize any of the operation in the same way. But to run the instance, start the instance, stop the instance, you need to provide IP address of the EC2 instance also. Okay, as we have taken this create volume operation, we don't need to provide any IP address of EC2 server, but for the other operations you need to require. It depends on the operation which you are going to use. Okay, so that is a new learning even for me and for you. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share this to with your friends and please like this video. Thank you so much. We will discuss all the other services of AWS also in our upcoming videos. So please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that once we upload any new video related to AWS and MuleSoft integration, you will get notified. Thank you.